I says, really? Was she really that good? Oh yeah, your mother was beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I says, I didn't know that. I never saw her. And you know what she said to me? All the children running around the room.
Don't.
And they put you in that little crib or something, whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
Her last word. Watch out for the baby. And I've been watched out all my life by women. Did you know that? All women took care of me. Even in Australia, when I was in Australia. Except when I was in the fighting deal, there was no woman there. But women have taken care of me all my life. That's the truth. Maureen, Alicia, Trudy,
Grandpa.
oh, a lot of women
Grandpa.
took care of me all my life. Yes, dear.
It's already.
Okay. Drink it, honey. Yeah, I remember.
Taste it.
I think I'd rather have a beer.
Mom,
Yeah, may I?
don't you got one?
May I? Please. So anyway, it's tough when you lose your mother. Honest it is. If I had a mother, I wouldn't be here now. I'd probably been an attorney. I'd have been, I know I'm smart, but she would have taught me which way to go. But life just happens that way. In fact, you probably wouldn't be here today. Life just happens.
Where, Blake?
Thank you so much,
Good.
Blake. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. I've been down that road. Mommy died. Maureen died. Lisa died. Boy, I was lucky as old grandma.
Tell me about Mima.
Mima died of cancer.
No, tell me about what it was like having her as a mother-in-law.
Well, they didn't like me at first because I wasn't a professional person, whereas Mommy was. You know, your grandmother was a teacher. And they wanted her to marry a professional person. So they didn't like me at first. I used to sell bread on the streets from house to house, and you mentioned it. So she loved me the moment she saw me, which my sister
Did you
told me.
want some chocolate milk? No.
And then anyway,
I made the chocolate
we got
milk.
married, and 6 months
I know how
later,
to make it.
I started talking to us
I
again.
like it.
And then my father-in-law said, I'm growing very fond of Dean. Well, he didn't like me at first. And then my mother-in-law, God, she started to love me too. So it all turned out beautiful.
You know what?
It's just that they thought they wanted her to marry a professional person, like another teacher or something like that. So,
How long were you married before you had any kids?
oh golly, we had kids in the first year. Danny was born, let's say a year and a half later. My uncle was born
Meow, meow.
17 months after Danny.
Meow.
And then we had Katie and Maureen.
Which kid was the easiest to raise and which was the hardest to raise?
None of them were hard at all. None of them were hard at all. Katie and Maureen were fantastic. Just beautiful. See, Katie and Maureen and they were 4.0s.
Uh-huh.
But Danny and Mary Alice with 3.85. You know, but the other children were, well, that 4.0 is perfect. So things just happen that way. Then I had a sister, Mary, was at 9, was smart. My sister Catherine was smart as a whip. Nellie was smart as a whip. And I guess it ran in the family. So I guess it ran in the family, Jen.
What's some of the highlights you remember about Mary Alice, raising Mary Alice?
No problem.
And what's some of the things you remember? Not problems, just anything in general.
Let's see. Oh, when she got into high school, she just got bored with going to school. That was a problem. She got bored with going to school. But I never pressured them or anything like that. I never hit any of my children. Because children are a reflection of their parents. So what you do is try and understand. Remember what Christ said, it's better to understand than to be understood. You didn't know that, did you?
No. Is that like it's better to give than to receive?
Well, you can always, yeah, it's better to give than to receive, you know. But she seemed to be all right. Yeah. She got into high school, she got in with some wrong people, some dinglings, and I guess that was the only problem. She should have always walked away and stay away from bad people. That's why children always stay away from bad people. When you see they're bad, walk away and say no thank you. Okay? Don't get involved with bad people. And you'll know it as soon as you see it. And you'll never have any problems. I always stayed away from bad people. So, Nikki, same with you. Always stay away from bad people. When you see they're bad, you can comprehend, understand, walk away. Know what I mean? Right. And you have to have common sense. Know between the two, bad and good. Always be good. And if you see a phony, don't get mad at them. Just don't go with it. Okay? And that's the way to do it. And you'll always be happy. All the days of your life. Because that's what I did when I was a kid. I never went with bad people. I always stayed away from them.
Grandpa, why do you keep on talking?
Well, I'm just telling your daddy what life is all about. You know?
Dad, can I videotape? Dad, now can I videotape? Why not? Dad, you're a little one of these.
When does Blake go into school?
No.
I mean, the first grade.
Next year?
Oh, he does?
Baby!
You'll be. Oh no, Blake.
Oh, that'd be great.
Tell your grandpa. What grade? What? You going to school? Grade? What grade are you in, Blake? What? Hey, grade? What Blake are you in?
Like are you in, Dad?
Blake is going to be in kindergarten
Oh,
next month.
oh, that's great.
He's in the GATE program. So is Nikki and Carla.
Mary Alice was supposed to come up this weekend.
This weekend?
I mean, this week.
Yeah, she is. On Thursday.
Oh, Mommy's going to come up Thursday?
And they said one, two, pick us up.
really, dear?
You're making me sick, Carl.
The company was the one that said they started to pay $5 a day.
Would that was when your dad was working for Ford?
Yeah, and they had a strike, and then Ford said, well, we'll pay them $5 a day. And that's when they only used to make about $10 a week. So $5 a day times 6, they worked 6 days a week. So they made $30 a week, which is fantastic. Can you imagine that?
What'd your dad do for Ford?
He was a laborer.
Like that.
He was a laborer. He used to lift.
$5 a day, and that was good money, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That was-
Yeah. He used to lift motors. He was strong as an ox. And he picked up motors. He was a laborer. He came from Ireland. He didn't have an education or anything.
How'd he talk?
With the brogue.
Let's hear some of the things he would say with the brogue.
Oh, Dan, now, you can't be doing that at this time. You've got to be different. Don't be telling me this and telling me that. And be good. That was the kind of expression he used. And there's nothing I can tell you about Ireland, because you've never been there. Yeah. Yeah, he was an Irish as Paddy's pig. Never lost his brogue. Never lost it at all. Come in now, Dan. It's time to come in. Or when I used to go down to the bar at Gallagher's bar and pick him up, he'd say, I'd say, Daddy, you gotta come home and eat. Go out and sit in the curve.
Blake,
Say, go out and sit in the curve, Dan. Wait for me. I'll be out. I'm gonna have one more beer, one more shot, and I'll be out there. Don't you worry. I'll be there. That's the way he talked. And I used to take him home, and I used to be so embarrassed when my friends would see he'd be going down the street like this.
Carly, keep Blake quiet. Blake, please be quiet.
Anyway, he'd be going down the street like this, you know. So I hold him by the hand and say, Daddy, be careful. Don't worry, son. I know what I'm doing. So I get him to the house. He couldn't even make it up the steps.